up in the morning, what do I see? Dark clouds forming in the heavens over me. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Change gon' come finally. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Tomorrow's a brand new day.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 2 Ghost, and this one right here is my episode 6 early predictions. Now, with this one right here, I think I kind of actually, outdid myself a little bit. I really, was really doing some deep thinking and stuff. It probably took me like maybe 2 hours to come up with all of this to make this video. So, ugly ass niggas, please make sure y'all make it to the end of this, because I ain't spent all this time for no reason, ugly ass niggas. But anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So we start things off. I want to give y'all, the episode 6 description, since it is dealing with episode 6. And it reads, Tariq and Brayden must find a way to get back into Noma's good graces. When they fight to get her family from under Carter's thumb, Diana is faced with stepping further into the game or risking her family's safety. So, that is what we was given for the first for the episode synopsis. So let's just go ahead and just get into the episode. So what I decided to start it off is in the beginning, because as we stopped in episode 5, Tariq was trying to tell Diana that he needs to be on top in order to be able to protect his family. And me personally, I think at this point he's not going to go away from that. In his mind, he thinks he's doing the right thing. So, although Diana doesn't approve of it, I think he's going to try to double down on that and maybe convince her that this is the right way. So, he's going to go to that Zion and, basically make a pitch to him to try to, basically get himself on better terms with him and, get more money. But ultimately, his plan is going to be to eventually take his place. And I think Zion may possibly see that coming and reject his offer. So with that being said, he's going to go ahead, he's going to take an L on that particular approach. Next, I can see Tasha, coming into the picture, because Tariq is going to reach out to her and let her know that she has a grandbaby coming. And of course, that's where, we've seen this in the episode 6 trailer. She's going to tell Tariq that baby is hope and that he needs to be doing any and everything he can to protect that child. So that should be his priority. And I think I can even see her potentially, siding with Diana, telling him that you shouldn't have that baby around the drug life. Try to go legit, because I think she's going to try to correct her mistake. Because she know now that if she would have just went ahead and went with what Ghost told her and got out the game and she was there supporting him, they probably would be seeing a totally different life. Next, I think Detective Tate, Kamal Tate, is going to be digging, shaking more trees. And he's probably going to get a little bit more information from the Roman kid who's obviously, is still up in jail right now and singing like a bird. So, of course, that would be a major problem for a detective with Laz Carter. Next, I think we're going to potentially see, Carter's task force pulling up on Drew, giving him a new task. And I think they're going to have him doing some spying and things in that nature. And you see this detective here. I really don't know his name right now. I'm sure DeMarcus, you're going to tell me what his name is. I have no idea. Something with an N, right? Nico something. But anyways, I think this guy here might be Drew's new love interest. I could be wrong, but I believe this might be who it is. I don't know. could be wrong. To be honest with you, I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I think it is. But anyways, next, I think after, Detective Tate got the information from Roman, I think the information that he got could lead them to the Tejadas house. You know what I'm saying? And also, I think he's gonna end up. They're gonna end up, the drugs that they have and stuff like that they had from, they stole the shipment. He's gonna the task force. Sorry, you guys. The task force is gonna rush into the Tejadas place, and of course Tate. I think Tate might be there with them, but the writers are keeping him out of it. Well, everybody that's running the show, keeping him out of all of the, teasers that they're giving us to try to keep us from knowing that he's also in the house. So since, Kamal is there, Carter isn't going to give up that, he's running a dirty task force. So he's going to run it. Monet talking about where did you get the drugs from and all of that. And she's going to be like, what drugs? And then, of course, he could find it. Let's say Tate, since Tate is there, they might actually, do a search of the house or something like that. Because let's say they may have a search warrant. And they end up finding the drugs. Also, I know I said this before. If you're familiar with the movie Training Day, then you might know a lot about what's going to be going on here. I think they're going with the Training Day route when it comes to this particular episode. So, like I said, they're gonna raid the house, and then also they're gonna be telling them, I think they're gonna be trying to give them some kind of demands, trying to get certain answers from them and stuff like that they're not willing to answer. And that's when Carter pulls the gun on him. Be like, you heard him say, well, where did you get the drugs? Monet's like, what effing drugs? And then he's like, let's try it again. And he pulls the gun on Diana. Diana, fearing for her life and of course her unborn child's life, I think she's gonna go ahead and snitch. I believe she's gonna go ahead and let them know that they got these drugs from the Russians. I think that's what the one that she's gonna put it on. So since the Russians have been identified, or who knows, maybe Monet, in order to save Diana, will say it's the Russians. Keep in mind, she has beef with the Russians anyway. So she would love to point them in the Russians' direction to get them taken off the chessboard. And she already don't like them anyways. So after they finish with the raid of the Tejadas house, next, of course, like it already said in the description, Detective Carter, I said Detective Carter, Tariq is going to take heed to what his mother said, and I can see him trying to make a different approach. He's going to know that working with Zion, because I think Zion's going to be doing on some BS, like Zion's going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff that is going to let Tariq know, okay, yeah, I can't be associating myself with him. I got to be on a safer route. So that's when he's going to make a play to potentially go ahead and make a move with Noma. That's why you see Tariq and Braden waiting around, and you see Noma and Kane walking up. But I believe at this particular time, what they're gonna try to pitch to Noma is also going to be rejected. So they're gonna come up empty on that move as well. Next, we can see Drew, and I think Drew is like I told you. I think he's gonna have. I think the other guy, Nico or whatever, is gonna be having Drew doing some spying on someone. Not exactly who it is, but as you can see, it looks like he has a camera here. That's what I want to say. I don't think this is the guy. I believe he has a camera. Maybe he's taking some photos for them. But either way, I think whatever it is that Drew's into, it's going to end up being they're going to have him go to jail in order to take care of Roman. But yeah. Oh yeah, this image here is just, I believe it's just the drugs that they found. They found at the Tejada's house. It should have been, a different order. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know how that ended up here. But anyways, to the next one. Of course, Zion is going to be making a lot of moves. He's gonna be taking out shot. He's gonna take a shot at Kane, which we saw up in the trailer. And of course, that's going to be causing trouble for Noma's organization. And then, like the video I already told y'all before, I think there is a great possibility that he may go after this guy here, which is crazy because he's kind of a very high-profile public figure. But people as ignorant as Zion, he might just go ahead and make that move in order to put a huge dent up into Noma's organization. So he's going to be making, some catastrophic dents up in her organization. Anyways, next I can see, Carter and Kamal, which is task force, staging a plan on how they're going to raid their next place, which will be the Russians' place. So I think this is them going over their strategy on how they're going to make a move in taking down the Russians. Next, since Kane was just shot at by Zion, and also, potentially Wiley Adams is taken out as well, Kane is going to go out on a mission looking for Zion. So that's why he's approaching this guy here, who is one of Zion's soldiers. And of course, it looks like the guy's gonna try to, stay loyal and pull out a gun, but of course, Kane stops him and beats the brakes off him. Now, whether or not this guy give out some information or not, I'm not exactly sure, but if I had to guess on it, I want to say the guy didn't give him anything. Kane had to end up killing him and coming up empty-handed. Next, we're gonna see your boy Pinky going back in action because Tariq is gonna see him, put him on a task to hunt down Zion, because this is going to be his play in order to get back in with Noma's good grace. But keep in mind, because like I just said, Zion's going to be making too many big and dangerous moves that he's not going to be able to deal with Zion anymore. So he's going to set up a meeting with through Davis and set it up that he can meet back up with Noma and Kane. And that's why, I think you got the line from Noma saying she didn't expect to see him that soon and stuff like that. And, Tariq cracked a few jokes saying, you mess with me. But yeah, he's going to make the pitch here that, I now have the location on Zion. And I heard he's been a big problem for both of you, right? So they're going to end up making an alliance because Zion is going to be a big problem for both of them. So it's going to be way more favorable for Noma to go ahead and accept Tariq's truth and let him back in. But of course, she's going to still be shady. And I think later on, she's going to still try to make a play to take him out. But next, that's when I believe Noma will go ahead and tell Effie, hey, Tariq is on our side now. So Oh yeah, real quick. I also think Zion may potentially make a move to gain control over the Russians as well. Like I said, Zion's not going to be playing around this episode. That nigga going to be making some moves. So I think he's going to make a move potentially to get the Russians to possibly come back to him. And that's why, you're going to hear Noma saying, we heard her in one of the clips saying, I need you to work your magic with the Russians, right? So that's why I believe Kane is potentially here. He's telling Effie, look, we need you to, do what you do with the Russians, and letting her know that Tariq is back working with us. And he could potentially go ahead and tell her that, that Tariq has a baby coming with Diana, and that's gonna hurt her. That's probably where we get the image of her laying on the couch and stuff when Kane is gone. I believe by herself, looking a little sad. I think she's gonna be thinking it over, like, dang, Tariq really got her pregnant. So I think that's where that comes from. But next, we're gonna go ahead and see Effie. Effie is always about business because she has to make it so that she can complete her ultimate plan, which to make it to Stanford up in California and get on with her life, right? So I think this is where she go ahead and tell, Tariq and them what the plan is and stuff like that, how they're gonna be moving. Because I think how Noma's gonna let Tariq back in is through, maybe getting his supply from Effie and the Russians. That could potentially be what it is. But either way, that's when she tells Tariq and Diana that with you two, the parents, the baby's screwed. And, she's going to be very salty about it. But anyways, next, we get on to the raid. This is when the Detective Carter and Kamal and, of course, the rest of the task force will go ahead and make a move on the Russians. Coming in, the Russians is not going to go down easily. The Russians is absolutely going to come in, and they're going to be firing back. And I think in the midst of that fire, I believe Effie is going to be there as well. Because keep in mind, Noma just told her to work her magic with the Russians. So I think while she's going there to, make the deal with the Russians, the raid happens. So now the task force is on Effie's ass. And now this is Felicia Lewis that is pointing this gun at Effie. And Effie is a survivor. She'll do whatever it is it takes to survive, and she will sell whoever it is down the river to get what it is she wants, or for her own benefit to survive. So what I believe is going to happen here, people, and this is going to be dirty, I believe Effie is going to tell Felicia Lewis that in order to gain leverage, to get her off her, she's like, look, what if I tell you some information? And she's like, I'm listening. And I believe she's going to tell, some kind of way, maybe Tariq is going to tell Effie, because Tariq, for some odd reason, loves to tell Effie things that he shouldn't be telling her. But anyways, I think some kind of way she may find out about Celine. And once she finds out about Celine, she's gonna tell Felicia that information in order to get her off her, and she's gonna put it on Diana. Even if it's not quite Celine, whatever it is, she's gonna give her some kind of information that's gonna point her towards Diana. And I think that's what it is, though. I think it's gonna be something linked to Celine. Because she may even pull up on her. She might say, hey, I'll give you a chance to, to get out of this. What do you know about Celine? You know what I'm saying? Celine Mache Freeman, who's come up missing, and no one's been, he goes to your school, so what do you know about that? And then Effie's gonna tell her what she knows, just like Zeke. And that's when Felicia is gonna be back on to Diana. But next, in the midst of all of this play that's going on, I think Kamal Tate is going to end up getting hit in the battle versus the Russians. He's going to end up getting shot. And that is who Detective Carter is looking down at. He's been wounded and shot, and I don't think he's dead. But this man is ugly as hell. Keep in mind, Kamal has been a threat to his organization, so he's looking at this as his golden opportunity. So he is going to go ahead and he's gonna make a move in on the person. Maybe it was, like I said, he could have set it up. It's very well that he set it up. He tells this person here to go ahead and take the shot at Kamal. This might actually be a member of Carter's organization. It might be part of his task force. The man's so ignorant, it wouldn't surprise me that he gets him to shoot Kamal, and now Kamal's down, and now he takes whoever this guy is out, and while he takes him out, he'll make it seem like, that's why you get the image of him shooting at the wall. He's gonna make it seem like whoever this guy is came in firing at Kamal. He's gonna take Kamal's gun. Kamal, just like Training Day. If y'all can remember Training Day, when Alonzo Harris was trying to set up the play of what they saying they were gonna tell the reporters happened when they came in to bust. I forgot the kingpin that they was hitting name. But anyway, they were like, you took. Remember what he told one of his tasks was, remember, you took two coming through the door. Remember? And he had the vest on, so he shot him twice. You know what I'm saying? To make it seem like, and he used his gun, right? He used the kingpin's gun. And he's gonna do the same. Carter's gonna do the same thing here. He's gonna get that guy's gun after he killed him and finish off, you know what I'm saying, and finish off Tate, right? And then he's gonna make it seem like it was just a shootout that happened. That's why he's shooting at the door here. And then Tate ended up taking one while coming in, when actually he delivered the kill shot. And then he's gonna take that he's gonna take that gun here and put it in. He's gonna take the gun that he used to shoot that guy and put it up in Tate's hand, make it seem like Tate was the one who killed, the guy. So he's gonna be doing some shady crap, of course. I kind of already covered this, but I'm kind of getting a little bit more into detail here. But yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. He's gonna definitely set up Tate. He's gonna kill him, but make it seem like the guy over there killed him. But actually, the guy just took he just took a shot at him, but he didn't necessarily kill him. Carter is gonna finish him. But anyways, next, that's when, dang, my bad, he played. But y'all know he placed the gun up in that he used to kill whoever that guy is. He placed it up in Tate's hand. So now it looks like Tate was the one that killed the guy. And yeah, that's how he framed him. Next, you got Drew, and I believe Drew is gonna go to jail. Like I told y'all, I believe his sole purpose of them putting him in jail is to take out Roman, who's in there singing like a bird. So I'm not gonna spend too much time up on that one. Next, we get to Tariq and Braden that made it to Zion's place, and this is of course they staged the plan on how they're gonna do it. They bust in, and later on, but before I cover that, Felicia Lewis is gonna go ahead and go back to Diana, because keep in mind, Effie just gave her the information that she might potentially have something to do with the disappearance of Celine. So now that she's coming at Diana, she's going to come very aggressive, right? And And I believe they will end up getting into a fight where Felicia will end up kicking Diana in her stomach, causing her to lose her baby. Next, now back to the showdown between Zion, Tariq, and Braden. As you can see, Zion wasn't playing around when they busting that door. That nigga threw Braden like 17 feet across the air in the apartment. And then, of course, he over there giving Tariq them hands, because you know Tariq definitely can't fight. And I believe he's gonna be given the upper hand. He's gonna get the upper hand on both of them, even though it's two of them, because both of them niggas can't fight. Then I think next, the shocker that may end up saving everybody. I think it's possible that your boy Davis McLean might come there for insurance, because he may think that he might find out and think that they might can't handle Zion on his own, so he might show up for backup, similar to what we saw with Tommy, Ghost, and Kanan in episode 1 of season 5. You remember when it was after Dre and Kanan was the backup? I could see something similar to that happening with this Zion situation. So Davis helps him get off Zion, get Zion out, because I believe when he was choking Tariq, he's going to be choking him, and then possibly Davis gets him off. And then, of course, Tariq finishes him off. So there you have it. I believe the episode is probably going to be a little bit more after this, but for the most part, that will be the conclusion of episode 6. So there you have it, my good old people. I know it was a kind of a long video, but I was going through an entire video, and I pretty much was from start to finish just giving y'all my opinion on what I think will take place in episode 6. Now, of course, if we get a little bit more exclusive clips and stuff, some of these things may change, and I will give y'all my final prediction. But as of now, that's pretty much all I have for y'all. So like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your glad friends. But until the next video,